And good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to UndercoverET. Hope you're all doing really well, and thank you so much for all the comments yesterday. I'm glad you enjoyed that video. Guys, we have got an amazing UAP clip for you today. I never thought I'd find something that would actually trump Ben in Oklahoma's clip, okay, of his flying saucer, but this clip is amazing. Dr. Dan has posted this on X. If the phenomena is real, 3 billion cameras were eventually going to capture it in daylight. An Italian family on vacation in the mountains may have captured one of those moments. This is flipping amazing, I'm telling you. It was back in 2009, okay? AI, obviously Grok's been asked. There's no CGI usage in the clip that AI can see. So it looks genuine, guys. We're going to have a look at the clip. I'm going to play it for you in full. And then we're going to get onto a clip from Tim Burchett, which is very, very concerning. And I've got a little bit of a story I want to share with you as well. So as always, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. We do need your support. Support the public's evidence. Support disclosure. Let's go. All right, guys, let's play the clip and I'll give you all my thoughts at the end.
Quel coso.
Guarda che è? È un aereo.
È un aereo.
No. Muove. Guarda, guarda. Mamma. Corriamo giù a vedere.
Corri, corri.
Andiamo.
Di là.
Dove è andato? Da quella parte, andiamo. Eccolo là.
Sì, riprendilo.
Buon quadro, aspetta. Ecco. Che storia, guarda, ma che è? Ah, si è diviso, guarda che sta. Oh, uno è volato via. Guarda, se sta a muovere.
Io ho paura.
Guarda, ce n'è uno piccolo che gli gira attorno. Sta scappando via verso il lago. Guarda che storia. Mamma.
Wow. That is flipping amazing. I'm completely taken back by this clip. Now, I can't confirm whether it's real or fake, guys, because I simply have not been sent this evidence in. I've not had any testimony. I don't know the people. But 2009, handheld camera, genuine reaction, point of reference, instantaneous acceleration. Doesn't look like a bird or a plane or a bug. Flipping madness. And I'm going to go into detail now. We're going to just turn it down. I cannot get over how good this clip is. So this is the moment where they see the object on the horizon there, and look at it just swiftly moving, and then it just speeds up. Boom, gone. And now they're on the move, right? They're trying to find out where the hell this thing has just gone. Genuine reaction. Now, this point, camera gets the focus, and this is really amazing. So, object in question clearly has, it looks like familiars around it, okay? This is the type of thing we would see on a planet, where we've got a satellite going around the planet, surveilling the planet, right? This is exactly what I would expect. This is what we see in our UAP clips. We're seeing when they're never alone. They got recon vehicles with them. This is something like out of a computer game. This is crazy, but this is what we're meant to be. This is genuine, okay? This is what we would expect to see. And this clip has got everything, absolutely everything. We can measure distance, speed. I mean, and like, you didn't even, okay, it was behind it maybe, or is that just split off into two? What the hell's just happened there? Wow. You see how there's, it looks like one, But because you see it's not a perfect circle, I think the other one's just sat behind it. So the one that's come from the horizon and gone over has gone to meet its partnership or whatever at this very location. They both got familiars. One takes off to the left and up, one takes off to the right. And the one to the right goes off a lot more casually than the one to the left. Maybe the one to the left went out into outer space. Gone. On a mission. Who knows? What were they doing in this location? Who knows, guys? Likely they were just meeting up there because it was quiet. You know, it's in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around, to be honest. But it could also be that there's something maybe buried, hidden away in this part of the land. I'm just speculating. That is instantaneous acceleration from something that is unexplainable in our eyes, guys. We do not know what this thing could be, right? Another thing that I find compelling, how white these objects are. This is exactly what we see in the skies, just blending into the clouds, hiding in the white clouds, right? Incredibly hard to see and find. It also reminds me of a clip from Teresa in Kent, where she was filming out the window, nothing visible. I did a contrast change and we saw these massive orbs going up into the clouds and moving between clouds, just like this flipper, except I couldn't see any of the smaller ones with it. And yeah, this is flipping amazing. It really is. This has got to be some of the best UAP evidence out there in recent times, you know, over the last sort of 25 years. And because of the era that it was taking in 2009, it makes it more compelling because it's even harder to fake this sort of stuff. AI wasn't even near at its game, and CGI was even brand new then. You know, it wasn't even highly advanced, and so handheld camera, very, very different, very, very cool, very hard to debunk as well. That's flipping amazing, guys. That is flipping amazing. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to go over an interview next with Tim Burchett and Matt Gaetz. And I'm really genuinely concerned, guys, because I can just tell in the guy's voice. Thanks very much, Dr. Dan. And obviously, if you're on X, give him a follow as well. That is a brilliant clip. Well done, Dr. Dan. All right, over to UAP James, and Rep Tim Burchett says he can't comment on former Rep Matt Gaetz revealing he was briefed on an alien hybrid breeding program while in Congress. If they would release the things I've seen, you'd be up at night thinking about this stuff. I'm going to get into the interview now, guys. Genuine concern. Obviously, I watch body language, I listen to what people are saying, and I've also been told some stuff as well, which I'm going to share afterwards, guys. So let's have a listen to what Tim's got to say.
Matt Gaetz making some pretty shocking statements yesterday about aliens. Take a look.
I had someone come and brief me who was in a military uniform, worked for the United States Army, that was briefing me on the locations of hybrid breeding programs where captured aliens were breeding with humans to create some hybrid race that could engage in intergalactic communication. Aliens that were living were in forced breeding programs with humans that had been abducted from war zones and from even the caravans of migrants.
All right.
First of all, I just want to say, while Matt was talking, there was a lot of emphasis in his voice, a lot of passion, and he wasn't just beating around his words, he was spitting them out quickly, guys. Genuinely, he's been told something, and to the point where he was smiling because it just sounded so outrageous. Okay, but it was rolling off his tongue. The guy's been told something, right? Let's move on and hear what Tim's got to say.
I mean, you know, I don't have the tinfoil hat on just yet, Congressman, but I'm wondering, you know, kind of how you react to that, because you are connected, you're on the UFO subcommittee. I mean, I'm just wondering what you make of that. Have you heard anything like that?
Well, I'm still a member of Congress, so I can't really comment too much on what Matt said. But I will say this.
Wait, seriously? Are you being serious, or is that tongue in cheek?
I'm being 100% serious. Okay. I'm being 100% serious.
For the first time in a long time, a news reporter is actually keeping a straight face and is taking a congressman talking about the UAP topic seriously. That's the first thing I picked up when I was listening to Tim.
I've been briefed by just about every alphabet agency there is. And I'll just tell you this, if they would release the things that I've seen, you would stay up, you'd be up at night worrying about or thinking about this stuff.
Notice how Tim was like changing his words. You would be up worrying about, thinking about this stuff. He's trying not to push the panic button, but at the same time, what he's talking about is genuine concern. Let's keep going.
We just need to disclose it all. I'm sick of it. Well, I was brief.
That's actually him showing frustration because it's genuine. This is genuine concern coming in from Tim.
I'll just tell you this. I was briefed last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, and it would have set the earth on. This country would have come unglued, I think, if they would have heard all that I heard. They would 2 weeks ago, and well, I was briefed. I'll just tell you this. I was briefed last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, and it would have set the earth on. This country would have come unglued, I think, if they would have heard all that I heard. They would demand answers.
He very nearly said it would set the world on fire, and again, he changed his words. This is concerning. This is concerning because clearly whatever he's been told is that extreme that he can't even contain what he's trying to say. He's being careful about his words, but his body language is screaming, this is genuinely something we should be concerned about. Now, I've always trusted Tim in everything he said because I've seen so many interviews. The guy's, I don't think he's got a bad bone in his body. He seems like a genuine guy. So when Matt Gaetz is saying we've got alien hybrids and Tim is saying, look, I've been told some stuff which will keep you up at night, we should be asking more questions. We should be demanding answers. Without trying to be horrible to Tim, we should be putting pressure on Tim so that his colleagues can see that he's under so much pressure for this to come out, and hopefully we get some answers. You know, this is big.
And we need to. But, you know, it's never going to get, unfortunately, it just keeps getting covered up, and the people that know are dying or disappearing, as the case may be.
Wow.
And for the record, I'm not suicidal, and I don't take risks. So,
I'm glad you said that. I'm speechless, Congressman. We will have you back.
You should be. And I told the president, release it all. And the problem is the people that are around the president don't know and the president doesn't know the questions to ask. A few of us are going to have to get with the president and tell him what he needs to ask and where he needs to look. I mean, you know, we're in meetings and they give addresses and tell locations of items, I'll just say. And the public has a right to know, dadgummit. It's your tax dollars.
Absolutely.
Let's get it out there.
You got my attention, Congressman.
Well, I'm glad he's got someone's attention. It's about time, isn't it? Yeah, genuine concern there, guys, and you can see how deep this is really going. So this relates back to something I was told back in late 2024 from Karen Rickson Thomas. Okay, I've interviewed the lady, lovely lady. She says she can remote view, her and her friend, and they've been doing it now for about 2 years. Yeah, she told me that one of her remote views, she was underground. She thinks it was Snowdonia, but she doesn't know for sure. And they were reverse engineering craft, and this is the big bit, they were making alien/human hybrids. This is what I was told in late 2024, guys. Now, at the time, I took what Karen told me with a pinch of salt, okay? Because at the time, she had said to me that she was going to go to Wales to visit her son-in-law and she would capture me a UAP. She did that. But still, this was a big bit of news and I struggled to process it. I ain't going to lie, okay? Obviously, the following year came along. We then all went to Wales and she said she would capture me another UAP. And she did, okay? So I started taking her very, very seriously. But now we've got Matt Gaetz and Tim Burchett. And Tim's not really touched on it because he's not allowed to, being a congressman still. But they're talking about alien hybrids being created by us. What does that even mean? It means that they're spending a lot of money to create something in secrecy to one day be able to use it. Let's be honest, if this is happening, they're not creating all these things underground just for them to stay there. One day they're going to be used for something, right? We don't know what this something is. We don't know what's about to transpire. We need to ask questions and we need to do it ASAP, because whatever's going to happen, if anything, it's going to happen real soon, guys. And this is where, for the first time in this channel's history, I've watched an interview with Tim Burchett and I'm genuinely concerned. Genuinely, guys. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. Thanks very much, UAP James. Give him a follow again. If you're on X, guys, you'll find the link in the description below. Really, really good stuff. I appreciate you, James. Thank you very much. So, guys, that's it for today. This is an incredible UAP clip as far as I'm concerned. I don't know 100% if it's real or fake. If I had to guess, because I haven't spoken to the people that have recorded it, they haven't sent it to me directly. If I had to guess, I would say it's real, guys. And if it is real, it is clearly the best UAP UFO footage out there to date, and it would actually knock Ben's off the pedestal. But it hasn't been sent in to me. Therefore, Ben is still number one. You got to admit though, guys, this is compelling as F. Like I say, we've got point of reference, and we've also got instantaneous acceleration. None of them look like birds, bugs, balloons, planes, all that sort of thing. It's about as good as you can get, except it's not in 4K Ultra HD, right? But 2009, it's to be expected. Handheld camera. The motion seems genuine. The family reaction seems genuine. This is a guess, but I'm going to say this is real, guys. So let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And we will leave it there. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Like and subscribe. As always, we do need your support. Support the public's evidence. Support disclosure. Thank you. Take care. All the best. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.